Testing, testing. Hello, hello. 6, 7 in the morning. Testing, testing. Hello, hello. Let's see. Good morning, everyone. Or me. how's how's every how's how y'all doing? I think I covered up the chat pretty good. Alright, that's it going to... Is it going to be... Oh, it's right at the... Gee, I wonder what the quest is. Fare thee well, can you staying of partings as we kind of turn with an absence not soon forgotten? Do I have a crow voice? I trust you were able to get plenty of rest. Good. I thought we might take a moment to ponder our next steps, and perhaps reflect on our recent journey. I must admit my thoughts often drift to the Mist Continent and our stay in Treno. It was heartening to see the Milala prosper despite the odds, and my own flesh and blood strive in that leaven-racked landscape. Spain was eager to restore diplomatic relations, and I have no doubt that Alexandria will provide much-needed support for their neighbor. I wonder if your voice actor is back, Rahatia, or whatever happened last time. I, too, shall do everything I can to aid my home away from home. My wonderful, welcoming family included. For the time being, though, I say we've accomplished all within our power. I suppose that just leaves the matter of reservation's research. It is yet unclear how Calix learned the techniques he used to summon this dark primal. Ascians! It's always Ascians! And likewise, there is much that remains unknown about the key. Let us hope that Shell's efforts bear more fruit. Oh, what voice should I get? Can you hear me? Shell and I have been reviewing the decrypted files and have uncovered some intriguing details. Would you care to join us? We'll be with you right away. Excellent. Shell seems rather eager to speak with you all. Come find us in the Butero lab when you're ready. Uncanny timing indeed. It's just like we're in a patch crush or something. Anyway, let's make it a containment complex. Wait, no. Yes. It's a race. To the entertainment complex, right this way. Oh, we haven't been in this place in a while. Given all the data stored within electrope devices, Shell's expertise has proven invaluable.
Ah, you're just in time for a progress report. The decryption is finally complete. As we suspected, the data represents a partial record of Preservation's research documents. A quick scan of the files, however, failed to turn up the information Y'shtola was after.
Indeed. No mention of the Ascians, or primal summoning techniques for that matter. While Calix doubtless received instruction from someone possessed of such knowledge, there was naught to identify this benevolent mentor. I am, however, pleased to say that we found several reports concerning the key.
Give me more information on the key, please. Same Graha.
We know the key is used to open paths between worlds, and was a treasured relic of the Milala. And just as the Milala were unable to return after reaching the Mist Continent, so too was Preservation unable to gain a mastery of the prize which had passed into their possession.
So, how do you find more information?
The data suggests that a particular formula or procedure is required.
Azem's crystal, maybe?
A process which Calix appears to have understood to some degree. Yet the key proved fickle. Perfectly replicating conditions was no guarantee of success. And even when they did manage to generate a modest portal, the destination was never the one they expected. The reports practically screamed their frustration, describing the experience as being dragged around by a traveler picking roads without rhyme or reason. Serves them right, I say.
Yeah, we're trying the same thing, kind of, Shell.
After much trial and error, Preservation began to experiment with external actuation devices for the key. Striving to maintain a stable pathway to a chosen location, they conceived of the technology that forms the gate to the Golden City.
So, their tribulations ultimately afforded them control of the key. albeit in a limited capacity.
Hello.
Which,
No strings.
of course, explains why they were able to instruct Zoralja in its use. Enabling the unprecedented feat of transferring Everkeep and its environs to the source.
It feels weird that they have that much control.
After the Endless Fiend took the key unto herself, she opened pathways to other reflections in her hunt for ether, did she not?
Oh yeah, she did, didn't she? Or at least tried to.
The Milala merely used it to facilitate their exodus. To think what the key has now wrought in different hands.
For all we know, the actuation device augmented the key's power beyond its intended scope.
Good morning.
Were your goal to plunder whole worlds of their ether,
how are you
a
doing?
tool designed to simply transfer people would likely be insufficient.
Yeah.
Shale, I don't suppose you would be able to remove the actuation device?
The machine made for that very purpose is still functional, thankfully. It shouldn't be a problem.
So removing it out of the sippy cup?
What do you think? We don't even know how the key works. If the device is somehow interfering or amplifying its capabilities, I believe we ought to remove it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm still casually holding it in my pocket.
Give me a moment.
Even though I am like half of its size. Even though it's half of my size. Release it from its sippy cup. Man, that's kind of a neat design. Ooh, that sounds interesting, no strings. What the... Ishtola? Ishtola?
My word.
Ishtola?
Ishtola, what the heck's going on?
This is the first time I've beheld the key in all its unobscured glory.
Oh yeah, your aether sight!
The sheer density is extraordinary. 'Tis akin to the structures we saw beneath the Tempest.
Wait, what? So it came from Amarat?
Now that you mention it, the ornamentation is reminiscent of Amarat.
Well, okay, thank you, Graha.
Have you noticed anything since the key has been in your possession?
We hardly took the thing out. Funny how you say you're looking into the Golden City when this whole expansion was about the Golden City.
Yours suggests a plausible theory, although one we are yet unequipped to prove.
You're suggesting that the key has some connection with Azum?
My apologies. Hello? Yes, this is Cryo speaking. That was Ojika with a message for us.
Oh?
An urgent matter?
Something with Garlemald?
I'm not altogether sure.
Because that was part of the trailer.
Tataru requires our counsel, and hoped to call upon us in person at the Baldessian Annex.
I didn't realize.
Though disappointed we were not present, she appeared content to wait until our travels brought us back to Sharlayan, insisting that it did not merit our immediate summons. Her tone suggested otherwise, however, and Ojika felt compelled to contact us directly.
Yeah. Okay.
Mayhap the time has come for another journey across the salt.
I'm at... Yeah. I can probably just teleport across the salt.
You'd best go. Though I'll not deny that I'll be sad to see you leave.
Can I have the key back?
Oh, Shale. I can't even begin to thank you for all you've done. We will...
The debt is ours. We'll never forget the sacrifices you've made for us. For Alexandria.
Hey, it was fun.
In the meantime, I shall keep sifting through the data. You'll hear as soon as I find anything of note.
Man, it feels wild that Dawn Trail is almost
I
over.
should like to stay here a little longer, if you don't mind.
You are most welcome.
And might I borrow the key for a while? I wish to study it further. With the utmost care, I assure you.
I trust you with it, Yustola.
Well then, shall we be off? Ojika will be expecting us.
Trail to the heavens. Alright, time to go back to Sharlayan. I think we're going to be coming back here. Hi, Ojika. Welcome back! And what a pleasure it is to see you, too, Lucia. Thank you for contacting us, Ojika. We came as soon as we could. Of course, I felt it prudent given how troubled Tataru was. Your concern is much appreciated. It just so happens we reached a convenient juncture in our investigation. Shell and Yustola have matters well in hand, leaving us free to make this trip. That's a relief to hear. Now let me fetch Tataru for you. Why don't you take a moment to relax in the main hall? I'm sure you're all still fatigued from your journey. Only now is it beginning to feel like we've actually returned. Such fond memories within these four walls. Given how frequently Tataru is away on business these days, it's a small miracle we're in the same place at the same time.
planning your next journey?
Oh no, just reminiscing. Thinking back to when you bought this map, and how you all encouraged me to make the voyage to Tural.
Are you glad you did?
As if you need ask.
Tataru! The best Volafel. Been so long. I still need to finish your side quest, Tataru. Wonderful to see you again, Tataru.
I'm so glad you're here.
Ojika contacted us. He intimated that you were rather concerned.
So what's the deets?
Come to think of it, Alphino said he and Alize would pay you a visit upon their return. Have you not seen them?
Oh no, they were here. I was regaled with many a tale of your Turali adventures. It was only once they departed for Garlemord that the rumors came to my attention.
What rumors?
Rather alarmingly, void-sent sightings seem to be on the rise across the star.
My hoodie.
I was reluctant to bother you with mere hearsay, especially when you
When
have
do
more
I-
pressing matters to contend with. But earlier I received a confidential report from the Grand Company of Aeor.
Hold on, give me a second. When do I get my cat ear hoodie? In game? I don't know. I wish I had a cat ear hoodie in game.
It's as if a mighty dam has been breached, flooding the land with foul creatures.
So why didn't we get any
For a
in?
blessing, most nations have managed to keep the invaders in check, and casualties appear to be minimal thus far. Though the same cannot be said for those regions with a deeper connection to the void.
So Garlemald.
Fissures continue to manifest without end.
Why is the Void Set
putting
attacking now?
countless innocents in danger.
A deeper connection to the void. Garlemald is the home of the Reapers, is it not?
It is. Alphino and Alize were there when the trouble began.
Krau's
And I've since
outfit
learned that the
is.
situation has
I think it's a
taken dreadful
Moogle
turn.
outfit. Mox. The FF store exclusive.
Thus concludes the abridged account of our time in Tural. Now I shall leave you with the words of the late Dawn Servant, Galul Jajar. Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship. A notion that rings true for Eorzeans no less than it does for the diverse peoples of Tuliolal.
And for Garleans as well. Even sharing something as simple as a local dish can pave avenues of understanding. It's up to all of us to forge new bonds, together.
Okay, so when does shit go wrong with the Void Scent?
Thank you
for sharing your tale. Better they hear it firsthand than endure my clumsy retelling. Your words give me hope that we might achieve something similar here in Garlemald.
We all have the capacity to affect change. Our time in Tural taught us that much. And now that we've returned, it's time we rolled up our
Vacation's
sleeves
over.
and got back to work.
I've already sent missives to the other nations, informing them of our Alexandrian friends. I also intend to notify the Garlean community officially. If both sides are amenable to the proposition, we shall gladly assist in establishing diplomatic relations with Alexandria and Tuliolol.
Thank you.
Julius is like,
But are you sure you've recovered from your journey? It sounded like you've hardly had time to catch your breath.
do you think Alphino and Alice would not want that?
Sir!
And here comes the Void Scent.
Lapis Manalis is overrun with void scent. We've sustained heavy civilian casualties.
What?
No arrests.
Clutium Squadron reporting in. We're under attack. Void Scent appeared out of nowhere and ambushed us during a routine inspection. Damn it. Is that another Fisher? Oh, no, no, no! Ah!
Jesus Christ, that was
My comrades are under attack. We have to do something.
There's no time to lose. Come on!
The Garlean community is ill-equipped to defend themselves against such a threat. Even with the aid of the twins and the Ilzabard contingent, they face daunting odds.
well, time to face the one Lullafell powerhouse.
We shall leave for Garlemald immediately.
Thank you. I was able to contact Thancred and Urianger too. They're already on their way. With any luck, you'll be able to rendezvous with them on arrival.
Alright. Time to rock. Either way, I like this outfit a lot. It's a really cute outfit. I don't need a cat ear. Cat ears? I mean, I don't want cat ears, but I think this outfit is still plenty cute. Maybe we made the right decision to come to Charlian. Oh, I dearly wish our circumstances of our return were not so grave. I don't believe we've seen Thancred and Urianger since our battle with Endless Fiend, have we? They too must have returned here at some point. I've been told Alphino and Alice have withdrawn to Tertium to request aid at the front lines. They seem intent on returning the battle once reinforcements are ready, but I should tell them to wait until you arrive. Sorry to send you packing so soon after your homecoming, but Garlemald desperately needs your aid. And just like that, we find ourselves faced with another emergency. Fortunately, there is yet time to make a difference. Let's make haste to Tertium. Oh, I wonder if there's a huge cutscene here. Thank you for coming on so notice. I'm glad you're here. Well, man, my friend, let us hearken unto Alphino's words. It has been far too long, Lucia. Lalabelle. Cute outfit. You know, with the main job being... I wonder if I should go Void... I should go, Oh, I probably won't actually have the gear for this. Okay, it's best to go with what's familiar. Well, I guess I could gear up real quick. Ah, Lucia, you made it in time.
You picked a frosty spot for a reunion.
Hi, Thancred.
Tataru sent word that you were coming. Full glad am I to see you all.
Where's your winter clothes?
Though I'm afraid this is no time for pleasantries. Planar fissures have opened up across Garlemald, inundating the region with void scent.
I thought we fixed a lot of stuff in the 13th.
Of their assault. The Ilzabard contingent are combating the threat in Lapis Manalis. Although they have suffered casualties, they appear to have the upper hand.
Alright. Talk to you later, no strings.
As well they should. The many talented Uldan thaumaturges among them
Hope you have a good day.
more than capable of closing any fissures they encounter.
Which leaves the second focal point, the Clutium. Eulus and the Garlean community are attempting to mount a counterattack, but are struggling to cope with the sheer number of void scent.
Yeah. That's our focus.
They've fallen back to the north of the Imperial Palace. Can you lend your aid in securing the area?
Yes, we can.
With your blessing, I would tend to the wounded returning from battle.
So you're not getting part of the trust?
Of course, Kryl. Thank you. The quickest route from here to the front is via the train tracks. Once we arrive, we can support the Garlean forces as we make for the fissure in the munitions factory.
Got it. Oh, it's literally right here. Should I? I have seen to my preparations. I suggest we sally forth there to cold wind, tap our strength. I can't say I have your knack for dispatching void scent, but our time in Toral gave me many opportunities to hone my skills. Should find me wanting. Oh, I hope you're not hearing that. I'm gonna be back real quick. Hello, hello, I'm back.
I stand ever ready.
3 healers. Alright. So should I do it with NPCs or should I do it with party? NPCs for the first time, like I usually do. Oh, this is cool music. We must hurry.
You're a sight for sore eyes.
I gotta get myself food.
Keep it up!
Ooh, break something? Oh my god. Alright.
Appreciate the help.
No problem, Julius. More of them?
We'll handle things from here. Take care of the Fisher.
Got it. Hang in there. We can speak later. That baleful eye. Be on your guard. That was easy, I guess. No! I'm gonna put my weapon away. I was hoping I wouldn't, down, down. Oh, that's a lot of cerulean.
underestimate me!
Take care of this while I go get the... Ooh. Sure. So, I'll say...
Hold still. Hold still.
Aim for lag spikes.
Something special for you. I have you.
Oops, missed fat finger that. Oh, Tia, you should be a better tank. That's a lot of void fissures. Malphas. Yeah, I remember seeing you in the trailer. Sorry, keep doing that.
Hold still. Take all and serve. Carry out my will. Now for something different.
Oh. Okay, pay attention, more attention to what's getting puppeted.
Time to blow the string.
Okay. Okay, how is that supposed to work? Oh wait, the play button was to keep moving. Okay. Not really much of a punishment though. Neat mechanic. Black Spike. How bad did that look?
Are you all right?
I wasn't in there, game. Okay. Gain. Okay. Gain some minor issues. Same thing as there's your elements. Oh, wait, what? I was in position. This is bad. I'll just take the damage here. When did that become the red break? I'd say. Oh, I'm so dead. Let's go. When had been the last time we jumped for joy after one of these? Or I have my eyes on them. They still breathe, albeit faintly. There's no fight left in them now. You don't need to close this fissure. This fissure? There's like about 3 of them here. I'd wager the creature is not long for this world. Alright, I'm gonna be right back real quick. Give me a second. Hello. I'm back. What? What? The essence being sent back?
I think that's all of them.
Thank goodness.
We need but seal the fissure to prevent further ingress.
We have plenty of fissures to seal.
It's over. I can only imagine the extent of the damage were it not for your aid. On behalf of the Garlean community, I thank you for all you've done for my people.
Anytime.
For my home.
I shall close the fissure post-haste.
Please do. Huh? You invade our home and then...
You risked your life in vanquishing the creature. Would you at least let me bear the burden of deciding its fate?
I guess technically I'm under your command at the moment. Go ahead. What do you have in mind, Julius?
You want to go back to the void? Your kind have entered this realm before, some seeking death that they might rejoin the life stream. But you would choose that dark, deathless place?
So you retained most of your humanity.
We know that pain all too well. If that is your wish, you must forsake this aggression. Go back to the void and devote yourself to its restoration. I have a friend, Zero, who hails from your home. She and her companions strive to bring light into the void from another world blighted with imbalance. I hear their efforts have already met with some success. One day, they'll drive the darkness from the void, I'm sure of it.
His form is imbued with the will of all those I have consumed. We shall return to our world and seek out this Zero. Then we shall see if there is truth in your words.
She won't disappoint you. That much I guarantee.
There we go.
Bravo! I think Zero will approve.
Same. Good job, Julius.
Oh,
No need to be embarrassed.
Indeed, that was truly heartening to see.
Understanding begets fellowship, right?
Yes.
I thought I might lead by example.
Well then, shall we head back?
I think we shall. Elias was quick to put our words, or rather those of the Dawn Servant, into practice. You have my heartfelt appreciation. Without your intervention, I have no doubt the casualties would have been far greater. Blade Sin not only absorb the ether of those they consume, but their thoughts as well. With their just a legion of minds at their disposal, one hopes they prove a capable ally for Zero. With the Clutium's Fissure shield, I dare say the Void Santa inclusion is at an end. That boy's come a long way. All credit to Zero for nudging him in the right direction. Reports have been trickling in. By all accounts, the Sabard contingent was successful in containing the threat on their front. The Void sent to attack in such numbers just as we were finding our feet. I dare imagine the consequences had you not provided such timely aid. On behalf of my comrades, thank you. Thank you all. Alright.
The Ilzabard contingent have contained the threat on their front. Things appear to be under control for the time being.
Alright.
Though it remains unclear why the fissures opened up in the first place.
Something's going on with
According
the Void.
to Tataru, similar ruptures are occurring across the star.
Is it the Withering?
One thing is clear, however. The phenomenon is not without pattern. The tendency for fissures to emerge is pronounced in regions deeply connected to the Void. Places where the barrier between the two worlds is at its thinnest.
I fear there may be a place in far greater peril than Garland.
Where?
Though it hath since been sealed,
Oh, the moon!
there is a great void gate that we ourselves had cause to open. A gate which was instrumental in our bid to reunite Vritra with his sister and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
Oh gods. The moon.
We need to go now.
With our attention fixed upon planar fissures, I failed to consider this vulnerability.
Yeah!
The paths unto the void are but pinpricks in the veil compared to that great lunar rift.
We need to go now.
And that rift might be yawning open as we speak. We'd better hurry.
Let us make for Bestway's burrow. I dare say the Loporrits are well aware of current events.
We ought to have Kryl join us once she finishes tending to the wounded.
Yes.
I shall likewise contact Y'shtola. Her knowledge of the moon's void gate is second to none.
This is kind of our fault.
A number of my fellow Garleans now call Mare Lamentorum home. Alphino, Alize, please
Wait, they
see
do?
to no harm.
We'll be back before you know it.
A quick word, if you will.
Hurry.
I'm not sure whether you'll run into Zero during the course of all this, but if you do, would you give this to her?
Got it. Some bull.
Emergency rations, in case of a protracted battle. Can't imagine she's eating all that well in the void.
Yeah.
She likes dumplings.
Oh. You worry about her, Julius. Just pack his at my sides. See ya. Oh, we'll just teleport here. Yeah, Chaos is, the...
We're doomed! Doomed, I say!
Hi. Hi, Mapping Way.
Given thy panicked state, I presume the Loporrits too are beset with void scent.
Oh, what sweet relief it is to see you all! Yes, void scent. And lots of them. They suddenly came pouring forth from the crater.
I had dearly hoped to find my worries unfounded.
We better hurry up and fix this
For
mess.
some unknown reason, the void gate seems to have partially opened.
What, the barrier?
Living Ray dashed off to activate the brands and halt the Fiend's invasion. But she hasn't come back, and we've since lost contact.
Okay.
I suggest we make for the brands without...
Why wasn't that our first thought? Valiant Savior, I was so frightened I dare not move an elm. Oh, you look at the living way. I think I saw her heading southwest, heading towards the Drowning Band. He had several slaughter bots in tow, but I worry it won't be enough for all the void scent. Can we actually see the gate partially opened? Oh. Yeah, there it is. That's... Living way.
I'm saved! I dread to think what would have befallen me if you hadn't intervened.
Ew, just in time, huh?
Oh, I was never in any real danger, of course. I knew you would realize our plight and rush to our rescue.
Sure.
Atheris is likewise plagued with void scent. If only we'd prioritized further development of the void scent slaughter bots, we could have stemmed the tide ourselves.
Well, I guess now you have a chance to.
Oh, what a tremendous demonstration that would have been. Irrefutable proof that I was mankind's staunchest ally and the greatest Loporrit to ever live. I can practically taste the praise.
Oh. Yeah.
Fortunately, I was able to activate the brands. Should any more void scent emerge from the gate, they ought to be confined to the crater.
So how will we dispose of them is the question.
Unless, of course, the Void Gate begins to expand of its own accord, or some gargantuan monstrosity tries to barge through. I don't foresee any major problems.
Living way. You shouldn't have said anything.
Nope. We're doomed.
There you are.
Are we gonna have to hop in ourselves?
I left the data in Shale's capable hands and teleported here as soon as I heard. And ere you ask, I made sure to bring the key with me.
Might have to use it to reach the Void Gate.
Then the real threat yet awaits us.
'Tis Golbez's domain beyond the Void Gate.
Something must be going on there.
I wonder how he and Zero are faring.
We gotta go find things out. Asm's crystal. Let's go.
By the 12.
Let's make a... Behold the gift of Athos. Huh? Yours is a journey without end, conceived and guided by principle. Hold fast to what you must, and meet your fate without fear. Go forth, discover, unite the worlds to one, let none bar your path. What is this? What the? Well, this is trippy. Golbez. Here we are. Good to see you again, Zero.
What are you doing here?
Hi. No time to explain. No time to explain.
Trust you to state the obvious.
Come on, Zero.
May as well make yourself useful.
And I shall.
The gate's sheer size appears to have made it a tempting target.
Enuo, a dread void scent risen from the benighted depths of the ocean. They kept to the confines of their domain while Zeromus endured. No longer, it would seem.
Seems like a war is going on.
And once they had discovered a path to the Red Moon, they wasted no time in making the journey.
Leave the void scent nearby to us. You take care of Enuo. Facing this many foes calls for a more familiar approach.
Class change? Based.
Void scent can change their form at will. Both light and darkness are mine to wield. Besides, what better to purge darkness from the void than darkness itself?
All upon 7 warriors.
Who dares face me? A mere mortal. Hast thou come in search of power? Renown?
No, for the sake of our world.
I fight to end this world without end. All who stand before me shall fall.
The unmaking. Oh. Gotta wait for things to pop up. Should I make that like a thumbnail moment? I don't know. It seems like too spoilerish, but it's a really cool app. Really wish you can like do as more than one job. I'm just gonna draw I not actually have an? Oh. Well. I guess I can just pick it up if it'll make it. I guess I just pick up a new piece of gear, see if... Which needs the most? Actually, can I go to Solution 9 and just get better equipment in general? Actually, I can just do this. I'm gonna save this. Annuo, Sovereign of Not.
The Void's power is mine to wield. Perish.
That makes
Be still.
I'm gonna guess it goes around them. Yes, I realize. Oh, okay. That wasn't that much damage.
Accept your downfall. Doth the yawning rift not tempt you?
Clear arena gives me flashbacks.
The void consumes. Naught will endure.
My swift cast, no.
Neither past nor future.
This is so cool.
The darkness. Let the light guide you.
You must break free.
Oh, cool.
The underlings are no more. Now to deal with NOO.
Life and death rendered meaningless.
This is so cool!
Light, protect us.
I will not yield my domain! Such is the power of the Void.
No!
Shall never cease to be. My power is absolute. The Void's power is mine to wield. Thus did all boundaries cease to be. Behold the truth of this world! Accept your downfall. Doth the yawning rift not tempt you? Be still. Perish.
It's actually cinema? Oh, well.
Doth the yawning rift not tempt you? Be still. Thus did all boundaries cease to be.
They must be sealed away.
Memoria. Yeah.
I'm glad you came. We would have struggled to face Enuo alone.
I couldn't done without you.
I presume you journeyed here to prevent more void scent from passing through the gate.
Yeah.
With Enuo defeated, there are none left in this realm who pose a serious threat. I dare say the problem is resolved.
Alas, poison has been emerging from fissures across the source, so this isn't the only place.
Cause for alarm indeed. Tell us more.
The worlds are being
So the breach wasn't limited to the Void Gate. For better or worse, precious little has changed in the 13th since the Romus fell. Have you noticed anything unusual?
I know not the reason events have unfolded this way, but there is, perhaps, an explanation as to why the Void Gate and the fissures opened.
I have a feeling it's something to do with Heidelin and Zodiac missing.
Here, in my domain, even the slightest change is keenly felt. When the gate opened, I sensed not the workings of some external force. Rather, it felt as if the barrier between our worlds was weakening naturally, moment by moment, until the two came to meet.
And you think this weakening could be happening elsewhere?
Withering.
'Tis a possibility.
What of Razatan and Garlemald?
Oh, speaking of Garlemald,
Eulus took mercy upon the interloper. Whether Void Scent or Garlean, we all share the same longing for home. Should we meet, I will gladly offer them aid. Please tell Eulus as much. Wait, how exactly did you get here? No mortal could traverse the Void Gate in its current state. And this path of yours is still there. I cannot see it.
Nor does it reveal itself to me. Perhaps the path serves only the key bearer.
So it is not a means to travel freely back and forth. A pity. I would have liked to see my friends again.
key of yours intrigues me. Had my former self known of its existence, I might have sought different means to reach the source. Something for me. Food. Smell. Food, is it? I recall Julius speaking of dumplings his mother used to make. Thank you for the parcel and fond memories. There's more than enough to Sir Gomez. Now that he forgoes the ether of others, I'm sure he'll appreciate the sustenance. Sometimes wonder what the void would be like if culinary traditions flourished here once more. Whether it would suffice to break the cycle of mutual consumption. A heartening thought, if nothing else. A heartening thought, if nothing else. Until our battle earlier, I hadn't called upon darkness in some time. In truth, I find light a better fit these days. Ever since you left, we've been roaming the void in search of individuals who join our cause. Although we returned to the Red Moon after sensing Anua's presence, quietly did we linger in a single location. However, the interloper you spoke of doesn't tend to seek me out. It might be wise to return to my domain. Why don't you join us? With the Noah defeated, the source should be in no imminent danger. Good, we'll wait for you by the crater. I presume you remember traveling by this rock? Once we reach the surface, the creature will convey us to my domain. There is a teleporter situated between here and the center of the moon. I used it to travel the surface in days long past, though I seldom had need once my generals were in place. Igurion itself crafted a device that I may lay low in the Servant of Light. Ironic, not we now use it to seek and restore light to the void. Forgive my idle reminiscences. This time we made our descent. Oh, it's been so long! Hey! That must be Golbez. Must be Golbez. That makes it too easy if I stood a chance of not being gobbled up first. There are many in this domain who still fear me. I shall remain here to avoid needless provocation. Though, it was not always so. Many who live here now have chosen to do so because they support the cause. Indeed, if our numbers continue to grow, we may require more territory. Thankfully, we were able to harness the residual ether from Barbaricha's domain. These reserves will enable me to expand mine as the need arises. Right, we had best prepare for our potential guest. Join me in my abode when you're ready. I imagine you remember these, the transmitters we used to receive light from the first. If memory serves, they work by channeling excess ether left in the wake of the flood in the Crystal Tower. Using the tower's cross-wrist travel capabilities, light is then conveyed onto the 13th and into these devices. I haven't mind to use them now, but they'll need to be set in another location. Your senses will be greatly appreciated. things have really started to change.
Upon activation, these transmitters will shine with light from beyond, sent courtesy of our ever-watchful friends. They will serve as beacons in the dark for those that would seek me out.
Hope it doesn't cause too much problems. Take a lot more than hello, Marcus.
Immortal Nullus. I did not expect to see you here.
I am Zero, and this is my domain. 'Tis a safe haven for those who abhor conflict. Among those gathered here, many aspire to restore this world to how it once was.
Such a thing is possible.
Indeed. Though how long the endeavor will take, I cannot say. But for those of us abandoned by death itself, what do we have but time to try, and try again?
Very well. This light is ample proof your comrades spoke true. However long it takes to restore our world, you shall have my aid.
And you shall have mine.
It would seem Julius's intervention has helped forge a new bond. Thank you for bringing word to me. We gather you'll head home sooner rather than later. Then let us return to the Red Moon. I'm sure you won't begrudge me a proper farewell. Yustola must be real. The others must be really worried about us. Maybe he just disappeared out of nowhere.
Would you deliver a message to Euless for me? Tell him that we're making progress towards rebuilding our home. And I hope that he is too.
Let him know.
Enuo's Memoria will be safe here. The crystal containing Zeromus has been passed on to our allies in the First.
Yes, it has.
If Enuo's Memoria might serve them in restoring their world, we shall likewise consider its transfer.
How much simpler it would be to aid one another in our respective fights, were it not for these boundaries between us. Safe travels, my friend. We take comfort in the knowledge that you're out there fighting too, wherever you may be.
I wonder if we're gonna, instead of reuniting the world like the creator suggests, I wonder if we're gonna make it so that we can freely travel between everywhere.
No luck, I'm afraid. It appears she's not in Mare Lamentorum.
I'm back.
Wait. Is that...
Hi!
God, you had us worried. You suddenly disappeared. We didn't know what to think.
I have a long story for you.
Shortly after you vanished, the Void-Sent incursion abruptly ended. We surmised you had a hand in that, but never did it cross our minds that you were fighting alongside Zero and Golbez.
This golden path you said you traversed wasn't visible to us either. Nor did we hear a voice. Ethos. Might this be the key's true name?
While many mysteries remain, for now, I am glad to learn the state of affairs in the 13th. Golbez's suspicion that the barrier twixt worlds has begun to weaken. 'Twould certainly explain the surge in fissures manifesting in the source.
Definitely, I think.
Yet what could be behind such a phenomenon?
I think it's the lack of Tidal and then Zodiark.
And who might you be? Not a Void-Sent, I'd wager.
Greetings.
Holy!
I am Helmarut of the Asians. We are your sworn foes, I know. But on this occasion, will you not put away your arms? I wish only to talk.
Start a dialogue at the very least.
Thank you for affording me a chance.
Bereft of the Unsundered, we were under the impression you and yours no longer had cause to continue your activities. That you should reveal yourself at this juncture. I assume you are the one who bestowed Calyx with the knowledge of summoning and the reflections.
Yes, that is correct.
Hi, Calyx.
Was it necessary to reveal my present form as well?
Calyx.
So he succeeded in transferring his memories after all.
Be at ease. Even were I to occupy a combat-oriented vessel, I would not have the ability to defeat you. You destroyed my plan, my life's work. I have naught to replace it, nor will I ever regain what I once had.
If you wish to speak, Halmarut, will you not tell us what it is that you hope to accomplish?
You know what's going on, right, Hammerhut?
As you know, our star Aetheris was sundered into 4 and 10 shards in the time of the Ancients. As the will of the star, Hydaelyn perpetuated this unnatural division for millennia. And in the wake of her passing, nature has begun to reassert itself. As a wound knits itself together, the star seeks to become whole once more. Yes, it seeks to rejoin with all of its shards. Unlike the one we Ascians attempted to orchestrate, however, the star's rejoining will afford mankind no special treatment. All life and matter will be condensed into a single whole, and remade for a new beginning. A complete rebirth. Aetheris will return to the way it once was. Hundreds of millions of years past. To a quiet and peaceful time. Long before the light of mankind was kindled.
Supposing for a moment we believe you, how can you possibly know all this?
It is an inevitability that I have foreseen since time immemorial. A future that awaits should creation be freed from the influence of Hydaelyn and Zodiark.
Godless realms.
The star is tolerant to life. It holds no grudges, and neither rages nor weeps for being sundered. Yet by the same token, it is indifferent to life's survival. No amount of devastation and death can compel it to stop the wheels of creation from turning. The earth shakes, and mountains spew fire. Floods wash away the fruits of labor, and icy winds freeze and starve. Countless perish as nature runs its course. So many seeds of life have already been lost. Yet in spite of this, people continue to believe that the morrow will come. But it will not. For nothing lies beyond the solstice, when all creation is reunited. When that day comes, every last trace of mankind shall be erased. cherish man's journey. Despite losing his innocence and being made to live with suffering, he has forged ever onward. Strong, even as he is weak, his is a proud tale in the history of the star. It would be a shame for that tale to end. For all to wither and die, when some might yet survive. Would you not agree?
If a natural rejoining doth lead unto the solstice, then thine intent is to preemptively rejoin the worlds.
Correct. It was for this very purpose that Halmarut recruited suitable collaborators from the Reflections. Individuals like me, who would willingly doom another world in order to fulfill their aspirations. The Winterers, we are called. And if you and yours seek to protect all life, then sooner or later you shall have to contend with us.
Even if everything you claim is true, what you've done, Calyx, it's unforgivable!
Yeah.
I do not ask that you be pragmatic, nor do I seek your approval. Given your familiarity with other reflections, 'tis only natural that you are averse to our methods.
Exactly.
But there is one irrefutable fact that you must understand. Should we take no action at all, the solstice will come, and no one will be left alive. No one. Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit.
Xenos?
Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
Wait!
The Ascians once labored to resurrect Zodiark and bring those who rendered up those lives to summon him. For those that think that those that now live, we fought tirelessly to oppose them. If Halmarit doth truly seek a rejoining to avert the solstice, to ensure some survive when otherwise all would perish, then our interests are not so disparate. Trust the Ascians to be planning something truly unreprehensible. Though I am tempted to dismiss a preemptive rejoining as an utterly absurd solution, her words are not to be taken lightly. Halmar can't be speaking the truth, can she? You'll have to forgive me. I'm still coming to terms with it all. To think that individuals of Calyx's ilk, or worse, exist in other shards. There you are! One moment you were standing before me, and then you vanished into thin air. Thanks to you all, the points have been eradicated, and the gate light sealed once more. There's been nary a peep from the crater. Though I can't help but notice none of you seem to share my enthusiasm. Is something wrong? The star seeks to become whole? But that's preposterous. As far as I am aware, Heidelin had made no mention of a natural rejoining. To consult directors to be certain. but not before thanking you for dispatching the void scent so handily. You well and truly saved the day. Rail to the heavens. The implications of the solstice and the winter schemes, as well as our approach moving forward, will take time to consider. To that end, I believe we should gather and speak in person. And by we, I mean all our fellow Scions. For a change of pace, why don't we convene at the Rising Stones? I'm sure Tataru and the others would be happy to meet us there. An idea. In many ways, our return is long overdue. So, no doubt we could all use some respite after Garlemald. I trust there are no objections. So the Scions only took a expandment for one expansion. We're back, baby. Just settled to the Rising Stones. Oh man. Feels great to be back. There was much and more to take care of Garlemald even after tending to the wounded. I shall be sure to share a full report with the Ojika. It's a pity my stay in Torel came to such an abrupt end. I should like to make arrangements to remain in touch and sail. It feels like a lifetime ago we're set foot in these halls. Though given we've all experienced a lifetime's worth of triumphs and tribulations in the interim, perhaps that is only natural. Since leaving for Torel, we've almost constantly been on the move. It feels good to be putting my feet up in familiar stamping grounds. In spite of time's vicissitudes, some things endure. The sanctuary is surely among them. At a time like this, the company of friends is all the more precious. And everything has changed since we last gathered here. No doubt Taru is chiefly responsible for the prevailing state of tidiness. Speaking of whom, see and a great many of our comrades are en route. Let us wait for them a while longer. Are we gonna see Corey Boulder?
Long it hath been since last we gathered here.
Yes, it has.
Though our order's dissolution was indeed in name only. Thereafter, we did largely operate independent of one another.
Did we? We still kind of
All of which is to say, full glad am I to stand in such esteemed company once more.
Apologies for our delay.
Corey Boulder! The Scions are fully back together.
We're reporting for duty, as bid.
This is everyone that we could round up on short notice. The others are still en route. Estinian alone we weren't able to make contact with.
Like usual.
But we're working on it.
I was about to ask about Estinian.
No doubt his link pearl is buried at the bottom of his bag.
True.
Knowing him, he'll turn up when we least expect it.
I mean, he was in the Evercloud trailer, so he's gonna show up.
Now, as much as I'd like to savor our reunion, Tataru tells us there have been developments. Will you apprise us of the details? The Winterers and the Solstice.
The veracity of Halmarut's claims remains unclear. Yet it cannot be denied that, in his bid to convert the living into endless, Calix was privy to knowledge of the reflections and more.
And the Winterers are formed of others, like him.
In light of the recent Voidsent incursions, I believe it would be wise to treat the Solstice as a genuine threat.
Yeah.
The problem is how to deal with it.
The Source and the Reflections are home to irreplaceable life. I would protect them all if I could.
Yeah, same.
But if doing so means ushering in complete annihilation, then what can we possibly do? I wonder, was Hydaelyn aware of the solstice?
He has to have been.
Given that we had no knowledge of it when you journeyed to Elpis, you couldn't have warned Venar. So it is entirely possible she was unaware. But in the course of sustaining the Sundered Star,
Yeah, why
she may
wouldn't
have
she
glimpsed
realize
this
this?
eventuality?
I believe she doesn't trust us.
So she believed that we could overcome this trial as well. Or rather, that the choice was ours to make.
Whichever it may be, it is we who must find the answer. We who live in the here and now.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we could take a recess? Oh, I dare say everyone could use a rest.
Indeed. We have ample food for thought, and it would be good to catch each other up.
Ere I forget, hereon, I believe you should keep the key, Ethos, in your possession.
Yeah.
After all, it seems that is one mystery I am not destined to unravel.
Coltonal and I have remained at Corvos to maintain the situation among the Guardians and the Kobosi. Though seldom smooth sailing, in time that the region settled, and we were able to return. I understand the Guardian community have made great strides in improving relations with other peoples. Hearing that, I feel renewed zeal for resolving issues in Corvos. Then perhaps you would like to hear more about the Guardian's accomplishments from me and the twins? That might stoke the fire even hotter. 'Twas by no means an easy decision, but as the solstice is now our paramount concern, I would say, and I have opted to formally withdraw our efforts from Garlemald. After all, anything we can do to protect our world will serve to keep the Guardians safe. Julius and his comrades are already working towards a brighter future of their own accord. Honestly, I'm more worried about us. It's more difficult to see the path ahead, but hopefully we can get through this and return to Garlemald with our heads held high one day. Indeed. In the meantime, let us prepare a letter for Julius and the community. We mustn't let despair stay our hand. It seems our colleagues have much to catch up each other on. I shall have brew some tea. After Yonjay and I went off on our own, we decided to spend some time exploring Zakdoral. We never had the chance to visit during the rest of the session, you see. We journeyed east through Loazinita, or heading up the coast to the rigid northern reaches, where they revere the storied beasts of the sea. Its excursions only served to reinforce just how diverse Turok truly is. Oh, I wanted to reach with the Wallachie. We also met with the Wallachie, though we had not the time to study their arts at length. We are privy to several intriguing demonstrations. Would that we had come indulge our curiosity further and travel to yet more distant lands. For better or for worse, pragmatism's tempered our wanderlust. Suffice to say, we shall have plenty to see of the continent. I should very much like to return, given the chance. My eyes are almost always closed to lie. Judging by your guide, Clemens, your studies must have been productive. Indeed, I have more or less mastered the fundamental principles of Charlian astrology. At one point, I considered exploring other healing arts, but decided to persevere with more focused training to better leverage my skills on the battlefield. I don't think I'd be much use on the battlefield these days. I can scarcely hold my bow steady, let alone hit a target. So solely bereft of brotherly ministrations as I am. I knew you still required constant supervision. You two haven't taken the slightest. It makes me wonder how our colleagues that couldn't join us today are faring. Hearing our comrade's tale reminds me of our efforts to master pictomancy. We've all come so far and striven so hard. Even after discussing the revelation concerning Calix, there's a great deal to share. It's difficult to know where to even begin. Aenor and I were stuck in training in Gdania when the Void set attacked the 12s would. Thankfully, we were able to fend them off with the help of the Twin Adders. When I heard the invasion had already spread across the star, I realized the gravity of the situation and ordered confidential reports into the other Scions. That's why Qatar was so quickly apprised. But thanks to you, we were able to make haste for Galamod. While circumstances and duty may keep us apart, we remain bound by common purpose. Indeed, may that purpose continue to guide us now that we stand together once more. No. Seems everyone has much and more to discuss with one another. Anyway, you're overdue for a proper break. The peace and quiet will help you think. You feel to make yourself comfortable and Dawn's respite. No, I want to. And Walker.
Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit. Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
I detest evenings such as this. Too bright, too stimulating. The mind distracted by the inconsequential.
Alex, you fucking rat.
You needn't be so wary. I merely come to offer information before my departure. Halmarut and I will soon cross the rift to observe the enactment of another Winter's plan. Our destination is the 4th.
You're telling us this?
A world locked in ice, whose lands are blanketed in thick clouds. In order to survive, man has fled to the skies, using great magics to establish new civilizations.
Why tell me where you're going?
I have my own designs I would see realized. Nothing more.
So you're still a fucking rat.
Believe me or don't, as you like. For all I know, you lack the means to follow us anyway. What Halmarut said to you earlier. She suggested that dealing with the reflections might satisfy your ambition. But is that truly so? You have seen battles beyond counting, have defeated even the fear of death. Is there some conclusion that you seek, no matter the cost? I will share with you a truth. We Winterers each have an ambition that we wish to fulfill. To that end, we may share information with one another, but we do not necessarily share the same beliefs. Just as you and yours decried my actions, I find those of my fellows objectionable.
Do you want us to ruin their plans? Somehow?
Be that as it may, it is the culmination of our lives' works that we would bring to the world. Fruits born of undying devotion, daring aspiration, and unwavering ideals. No matter how we are reviled, no matter what we must steal, our actions will be vindicated by those who abide in the future we create.
Ends justify the
In
means?
your benevolence, you may seek to save everything and everyone. But once all is consequently consigned to oblivion, your noble deeds will amount to nothing more than folly. For no living soul shall remain to judge them.
If shattered stars are doomed to mend, I'll turn the key to winter's end. I want more, I want more, I want more, I want more. But I think it's about time for me to end the stream. I want to do the Alliance raid as well, but I don't have much time left. I have to go to class soon. Either way, thank you for those who may be watching.